Welcome back to my morning report analysis videos on Wednesday 7th of December with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Huntech Markets, looking at Eurodollar now. And we've had that sort of big strong candle on Monday, the corrective move yesterday, and the market has started to stabilise again today. Now that corrective move yesterday is arguably, well, certainly is a disappointment considering the strength that we had, but it's not terminal yet because it's just basically pulled back to the neckline of this base pattern, 106.85, little double bottom base pattern here on the chart, and you've got the momentum indicators which are improving. Stochastic still rising, MACD line still rising. You'd want to see the RSI back above 50 though, I think, to really suggest traction in this recovery, which I still think has room to run to 108.50, because that is the base target also from this small reversal pattern, but again would be an area of overhead supply from the recent sell-off. So I think that there is still room to recover towards that 108.50 area, and the fact that the market is beginning to form support again around, interestingly, that 107. I mean, I've got 107.09 here, but that is, oh, you're not going to see it. Sorry, you're not going to see it on that hourly chart. But 107.10 basically is the old key lows from Q1, Q2. Look at that, 107.10. So there is I think still the prospect that this one has legs to run in the move higher, and the fact that it's finding support around that level, which is just above the neckline, just suggests that the market is sort of turning around again. You've got the RSI and the MACD lines sort of bottoming. You've got the stochastics rising on the hourly chart as well. So there is some decent signs here on the euro. You've got this ECB meeting tomorrow. That is clearly going to be a big risk factor. A lot of volatility, I think, can be expected on that meeting, because the market doesn't actually know what the ECB is going to do. I mean, it's expecting an extension of the QE program, but what sort of extension in terms of time, in terms of size, in terms of composition, and also will the ECB, rumour have it, they could start to talk about tapering as well, tapering asset purchases. So a lot of volatility can be expected there. I'll talk about that more tomorrow, but certainly for today it's starting to find a bit of support and starting to sort of regain a bit of upside. So about 10-11 pips up on the day, and looking positive. So you've got the overhead resistance, 108.795 area, which just basically is the last sort of real resistance between that and 108.50. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.